Hello, everybody! My name is Dominic McCool, and welcome to my very first episode of Space Engineers. If in case you didn't know, I mean, it's getting to be a pretty popular game, but in case you want to know more, I'm just reading from the website. Space Engineers, a sandbox game about engineering, construction, and maintenance of space works. Players build spaceships and space stations of various sizes and utilize civil and military pilot ships and perform asteroid mining. Yeah, that's pretty much. Basically, it's a space engineer simulator. Yeah, that's what you get from it. So, am I going somewhere? I am going somewhere. I'm going to get into third person. I have played this before. A bit briefly, basically, when you spawn in the world, you have a respawn ship just like this. It's pre-made or pre-designed. And I went with just regular 4 asteroids. It's on normal danger, so that means that asteroids spawn or asteroids pelt. The world gets pelted by meteors every once in a while. And I don't have a station or anything. It's just the 4 asteroids. Well, 4 main asteroids. I'm gonna stop here. The other settings I have is ×3 inventory size, ×3 assembler rate, and ×3 refinery rate, and then I have ×5 welder rate and ×5 grinder rate. You press G to go into your menu, or to... Oh, you can control individual thrusters. I wonder if you could group them. Can I group? Like, no. It would be cool if you could group them, right? But I could control that door. Open, closed. Oh! I'm just learning this right now, so I could, let's go like that. Toggle block on and off. This is probably a really crappy. To look around, you just press, you hold Alt while you swing the mouse around. So now if I go like this, okay, I just press it. This can open it, close it. It's interesting. Can I, okay. So Shift, I'm gonna have to change this to Control. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the buttons to Control, because Shift is my way of going down and Space is my way of going up. But that is interesting. I like that. I like that it has presets. Okay, I'm just parked right behind this asteroid. This is a good place just to park, because the asteroids... Asteroids come from the sun. I should have just left that open. Asteroids come from the sun, so if you're hiding behind an asteroid, I'm just going to call them meteors, because even though they're technically all asteroids, meteors, you know they're in motion. So because it's mostly behind the sun, oops, oh well, I'm less likely to get pelted. So I am going to go into my G menu. put these things up. So these go. All right. No. How do I? Oh, right click to remove them. I have to actually drag it. It'd be nice if I could left click. Just by clicking on it, it would go right into that slot. Or if that was, you could change it around. These are all the things that I can craft, and what you can do is you go mine ores from the asteroids, then you put them into a refinery right here, and from the refinery, I'm going to adjust this, there we go. From the refinery, so it turns them to the raw materials, and then you go to the assembler, which you can either access directly, or if they're hooked up like the ones in this ship are, you can go to this assembler right here, and it picks it up, and then it turns it into raw materials that you can then use these as blueprints. So let's say I have I don't know, this block right here. I can't place it right now because I need some steel plates. See, you need steel plates. But then I could just put a blueprint here and then use my welder to weld it. So I think the very first thing I want to do is make sure I continue to have enough fuel. Because right now in my reactor, if I go back to my refinery, I'll go to my reactor, it has 0.5 kilograms left, and though it consumes it slowly, I don't want to be without it. Turn on my light with L, and it's gotten to the point where I don't need it tells you, there's iron here, there's silver there. I don't really need those heads up. I know what they look like, but it's good. There's two types of mining. You could either press left click while also holding T, because T picks up the ores. I wish that it would pick them up automatically, but it doesn't for some reason. Hold T while mining, and it's really easy to work with. The other way is to hold the right mouse button, which takes away more and goes faster with the expense of not collecting or rather not producing ore. You just obliterate all the ore. So it's just for digging. Like if you have to dig through stone and you don't really want to pick up any stone, you could just do that. So I am going to collect a whole bunch of uranium right here, and then I will cut back to you when we go to the refinery. Okay, so I'm back. And so what we have here, let's press I. I have 1.42 thousand kilograms. That's what that is. So I'm going to go to the refinery and press K. So with Space Engineers, for some reason there are a bunch of ways you can access your inventory. So you can press I, which just gives you your inventory. K, which gives your inventory plus something else, and I guess that's not technically inventory, so there's only two ways. But you can't. Oh, wait. So you can access this with I, or you could access this. Why did you just? Well, you can access. There we go. You can access this with K. I don't understand the redundancy, but maybe that's going to change in later updates. Anyway, so at my uranium ore. I put it in the refinery, and it starts to refine. You can notice that it's going, that there's either less than 0.01, and the reason for that is it's instantly being moved from the refinery to the reactor, which is right here. So, refinery, it's slowly going up. Now one thing that we can do is sorry. Is my I don't plan to keep this forever, but I would like to fix it up right now because I hate it's sight for sore eyes, so to say. So you don't require any materials for this. You can just put your welder up to it, and it changes shape right before your eye. Eyes. So I'm just going to go around the ship and fix it all up, and then I will get back to you with the progress with the refinery. Sure, why not? I guess that sounds good. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, it's done. It hasn't done that much. What was it at 1.43 thousand? And now it's almost down to less than 1,000. Well, it's almost down to 1,000. It's almost down to 1,000. Damn it. And we have 2 kilograms, almost 3 kilograms of uranium in the reactor, which is awesome. So now I can actually start going to do other things. One of the things that I need to do is, as you can see, this ship is really not even that complete. I need a few more steel. I need steel plates. These things takes a lot of steel plates, so that's what I need. So I'm gonna go mining for iron. And I guess while I'm doing that, I can demonstrate, or I could show the colors of various things. So this right here is iron. It's the most abundant of the ores. Here's some uranium floating around. It's the most abundant of the ores. It's what most of this asteroid is made up of. This one right here is silver or platinum. Is it silver or platinum? Let's find out. Because apparently it doesn't want to show me. Silver, yeah, I was right. It's silver. So that's silver. This, of course, is gold. Oh yeah, it says right there now. This looks like... Oh, it is still silver. Okay. Down here, right here, is cobalt. You're just stone? What is this? Find out. What is this? Oh, that is just stone. So yeah, that's what stone it looks like. It's what asteroids, their shells are made of. You know, that's a thing. Oh, there's silicon right there. Oh, okay. So different from stone, we have silicon. Or like, of course, it's different from stone, but slightly different shade of gray than stone, and like it's got a bit of a shininess to it. Yeah, a dull shininess. That's what I'm gonna call that. This is good for making solar plates and various things. I guess you could say that for, well, you could say that most of the things here are used for various things. I just tripped over a lot of them. Where did I come from? There's another thing I can demonstrate is that, oh, no, I probably wanted to come down there. Is, as you can see, my suit is low on energy. And in the square in the bottom left-hand corner where it says flying, health, jetpack, etc., there's a red warning saying that my energy is low. Where's the sun? So, wish there was a way for me to mark exits. I forgot to mention, but I moved my ship so it was further away from the sun, so it wasn't direct. Part of it wasn't in sunlight where it could get pelted. It was apparently, I guess, totally wrong where my ship was. There it is, I found it. I think I went there for iron and I ended up getting different resources. So anyway, what you can do is, if I can find the opening, I wish it had 2 openings on either side, but it doesn't. Because they had to fit the med bay in. You can either go here, and by sitting in this chair, you can get energy, or you can go here. I'm gonna have to edit that out, lame sauce. And just by holding T, not by pressing T, but you have to actually hold it, you can gain energy. It looks like this is going pretty laggy, which might mean that I have to reduce some graphics, but I'll deal with that later. Alright, let's just put this stuff in the refinery and go back to identifying ores. Okay. So it goes through them one by one, which it's only at 3 times speed right now, so it is pretty slow. Well, you don't even want to know how slow it is on realistic. And hold on. Oh, this booster's just not on. Okay, that's interesting. At 10 times, it's amazing. Oh man, it's great. But I figure I should probably attempt to put a bit of a handicap on myself. I just had a great idea about control configuration. So silver, see if we can find some platinum. Oh, right here. You can see, so this is iron right here, but slightly different from iron. It's a reddish color. And you get nickel. Nickel, it looks like a penny. Nickel looks like a penny. I think that is a good way of figuring out what nickel is. And magnesium is probably probably my favorite, or just because it looks really pretty. If I can find it, I'm pretty sure this place has some magnesium. You just have to look for it, right? That is my noise I make when I don't know where something is. Yeah, I like to make weird noises. It's lots of fun. What? Maybe I'll come back to you guys when I find it? God, I thought there was some in here. What was that? No. So yeah, I will come back to you guys when I find it. I guess you could really just go on the wiki to find this stuff. Alright, so I had to go out to the surface of the asteroid to find it because I couldn't find it there. 1 second, there's a bit of lag. There we go. Ooh. And as you can see, when meteors impact the asteroid, well, normally what happens is they create little areas of the asteroid that are visible. I think these just naturally are on the surface here. And I found some magnesium here, so I dug a little bit down, and as you can see, it's a very nice, bright blue color. So if I get it, it floats around. very nice bluish color. Well, blue color. And magnesium is good for a lot of things, particularly making ammunition for guns. I guess saying for guns is a bit redundant. What else do you make ammunition for? Okay. That's good. Now I will go back to my refinery and deal with it. There are these tinier ones that are floating around, and I'm pretty sure it's kind of like a luck thing where some of them will have will have just like one element, or it'll just be filled with stone. It'll be entirely stone. So let's just try to mine right through this one, just, you know, maybe to test my theory, although if I don't find in it, it doesn't really prove me wrong. I just have to drill every single asteroid to the core. Oh! Ah! See, so this one has some iron, has a little pocket of iron. I'm not sure, maybe I need iron, so I should probably dig this up. I'm not sure if, oh, I'm scratching my eye. Oh, yeah. That was me scratching my eye. I'm not sure what I was gonna say, so yeah, I'm not sure. Looks like this is just an iron-filled asteroid. Which, you know, oh, my inventory is full. It's a problem with having only three times inventory. So now there's just iron floating away. So that one is full of iron, which la-di-da. I've got an entire asteroid pretty much full of iron, so I'm not going to be digging through that. Sorry, I was distracted with shiny things. I wish I knew where my ship was. Oh, it's right there. I see it. Don't worry, guys, I see it. So I'm going to deposit all this into my refinery. I'm going to go back to that asteroid because, you know, I don't want to waste anything just because I don't need all that iron. I don't need to mine from that. You know what? I don't want that. You can rearrange it. Let's actually put you in front. Though it's going to go through that really quickly, and it won't be enough to really patch up my spaceship. Or my ship. I don't need to indicate it's a spaceship. It's kind of obvious. Which one was it? I guess I shouldn't ask you guys, because you guys can't really respond, but, you know. See it. Well, I don't actually see the hole, but I can see the refuse. Is that the right way to say it? Is the right thing to say? Probably not. I can see the excrements. That's what I meant to say. I can see the excrements. Waste not one. That lake spike that you can see, yeah, it's because of the saving. It's saving. It's a bit annoying, but you know, I will take that over it not saving. You know what I'm saying, Dag? Yeah. I think that's everything. I probably will never come back to this asteroid again. drop the rest of this iron off, maybe collect some things, and weld the rest of it. And then it'll probably be the end of the episode. I'm not timing this, as I'm sure you might be aware, I'm really crappy at remembering to time things. I'm going to put you right here. Awesome. And one thing about... So, now we're going to craft some steel plates. And the way you craft steel plates is you go to the assembler. Well, okay, you don't go to the assembler because you can't do anything with it. So you go with production. And if I weren't connected to the assembler, I couldn't go into production. So it's only when you have access to an assembler. And as you can see, there's blueprints, so you can craft. You can't make the assembler. The assembler can't make these as whole products. Instead, you will get the components. The components are these things right here. And so things like the reactor components, and thruster components, and gravity generator components, things like that are only specific to those things. But the things... Are these all... Okay, so yeah, so from here down are only for the individual things, but here up are actual individual components for pretty much everything. Pretty much everything needs these things. So I'm going to get steel plates. And so what it does is it draws from the refinery for the assembler and gets me steel plates, which you can also do... Oh! So basically it put all of the iron... No, it put a portion of the iron into here. Okay, that's what happened. So, I don't just want one, I want more than this, so what you can also do is either press Control, which will print or make 10 at a time, or press Shift click, and it'll make 100. So I'm going to let that go, and my suit is low on energy again. What do you know? Here's something that I find really annoying about this, is the doors are shaped like this. Even though we're in space, you'd think that the doors would be shaped like ports, you know, just circles, so that I could be oriented any way to get into the base. But instead, I have to waste time when I desperately want to get energy to orient myself. I just find that really annoying. I also find it really annoying, though this isn't as much, that I can control it with the mouse, even it doesn't apply any, you know, thrusters aren't doing anything. I'm controlling it with the mouse though. It's annoying when I get into it, because I tend to make it, I tend to get into the cockpit, sorry, words are escaping, and move the ship when I don't want to move the ship. Anyway, that's not really that important. So I just did that. We're going to patch up this area with some steel plates. Sorry, cracking. My voice is cracking. Wow. There's only 443. You need a lot of iron in this game. Most of the things in the production area require iron, so components require iron. No iron. Oh wait, no, yes, sorry, yes, iron, no iron. Surprising, no iron, or iron. So yeah, everything needs iron. Okay, did I grab that, or did I just show you what's iron and what's not iron? I did grab that, okay. These ones right here are missing steel plates, so I will put steel plates in them and fix them. Yay. we are pretty much set now. Okay. That is probably going to be the conclusion of my first episode of this. It was really just an introduction. We didn't get that much done. But next time, I'm going to build a small mining ship to get a lot of resources quicker, and maybe start on a platform, but I might not do that until later. I guess what I expect from this series, I want to make known, is that I want this, because it is more of a grindy game than something that I constantly have to focus on what I'm doing at the moment, and it's difficult to provide commentary that's, outside the game. So if I want to talk about issues that I find important, I think this series is the one that I'm going to use for it, and I'll just, discuss what's on my mind for that day. Especially because I'm going to be going back to school soon, and I missed this one. I'll be going back to school soon, and I'm sure I will have a lot to talk about with that. So it's probably going to be sporadic, depending on which days I feel like talking about things. But I hope it goes better, because this episode definitely was lacking in certain commentary skills. But of course, that's anything. It's going to get better. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you got some sort of enjoyment out of it, and I will see you next time. I will talk at you later. I'll talk at you later. Goodbye.